Well, how's it going, everybody? We're back, and we got ourselves a faster paced video for you guys because I had an issue with the audio. So, anyways, let's talk about that later. Let's get into the first challenge against the Rams. It's have 7 sacks and win in a game to 24. Now, originally, I misread it because I was just thinking, oh, hey, I just need to sack Mark Bulger 7 times, and then the challenge will be over. And then I realized, no, it says and win, so I actually have to put up points. So you'll see me in a position where I'm trying to not score, and that's on purpose because I'm trying to allow them the yards, and I'm trying to allow them the field position so I can get multiple sacks on the same drive. So as you see that. Then we have the next one against the 49ers that was having 2 safeties and a defensive touchdown and win in a game to, I want to say, 21. Similar kind of thing. I was thinking that the challenge would have been over, and I overthought it a little bit. So once we get there, you'll understand what I mean by that. Like, I didn't think about having a defensive touchdown until much later on. And then the last challenge was against the Cardinals. It says have 3 safeties in a game to 21. That one doesn't say that you have to win. It just says you have to get 3 safeties. So that one is another one where, yeah, you'll see me basically just making sure that I'm preventing myself from scoring, but pushing them back as far as possible so that I have a clear shot at a safety. So yeah, that one took the most amount of time, as you'll get there. There's a couple of things I do want to talk about. The first thing is, well, pretty soon I have a flag football game that we're trying to prepare. That's going to be underway. And I have a friend of mine that has a drone that, he said that he might be available to be there and kind of record the game for us. So if you guys want to see that, then I'll try to have that set up as best as I can. And from there, I definitely want to track my performance, and either I can translate it to, I don't know, maybe put myself in the game for on the city challenge. I can put myself in the game for the NCAA 06. I can put myself in a game for Madden 08 as for both of them as creative players. So I got some options with that, but I don't want it to just be me that has the ability to do this. If anything, I want to involve you guys in this challenge too. So if you're ready for it, we'll think about these scenarios. We'll think about what challenges or what obstacles we'll have to do in order to make a fair assessment of speed and strength and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking about trying to have a 40-yard dash set up. I'm thinking about having a 3-cone drill set up. I'm thinking about having a shuttle drill. I'm thinking about having some sort of accuracy measurements with throw. So yeah, we're gonna get into all of that, like a chase and tackle. So maybe some sort of Oklahoma drill. That'll be fun. Because I have a friend of mine that's significantly bigger than me, and he might be willing to do that. So, and then we'll get into some pass rush moves and blocking and all that kind of stuff. That way we can, give ourselves a brutally honest and trying to be as objective of our skill set as possible. And then if you guys want to be a part of that, then I have my email address in the description, so you can send me your clip. You don't have to send me your face and name if you don't want to, but I just need some sort of description to make sure that it's you. And then we can get an assessment of your skill sets along with me, because I am going to be, like I said, I'm going to be really critical of my talents. So if you guys want to be involved in that and be hey, I want to be a part of the Street 2, or I want to be a part of the First Street, or I want to be a part of your NFL, your Madden franchise, or your NCAA franchise, and hey, we'll talk about the college and stuff like that. We'll talk about the team. Probably going to be Falcons, but nonetheless, yeah. So that could be in the works. Another thing is, since this is a voiceover, I'm actually not even looking at the gameplay at the moment. That's why I wanted to get the thing out of the way because I figured it was going to distract me so much. But yeah, as far as the other topics that you guys want me to kind of expand upon as we go through this, let me know like what you think about them, because I've gotten like absolutely no feedback on what to do, what not to do, like how to improve and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm really trying to get some more comments involved. I'm really trying to make you guys a part of this this journey. So like, you're here, you're subscribed, and I want to make sure that you guys are rewarded for that. As far as like any other milestones that we have, I don't know. We'll cross that road when we get there. So as far as that's concerned, yeah, the most important thing that I'm looking for right now is feedback and making sure that I can keep as many people here as possible, but also like expand the amount of people that can be here as well, because obviously you're here for the NFL Street 2 content, but once that gets removed, or once that can no longer be done, I want to make sure that you guys can still stick around, because there's actually some other games that I'd be willing to show you, but I'm also sure that there are probably going to be some games that you guys are going to be willing to show me. And if there's going to be some shows or anime or, you know, other games and, I don't know, music, if there's other things you want me to check out, maybe I can put that in a second channel, and I'm already trying to create a bunch of problems for myself. But yeah, I'm trying to show that I have more than just the interest that I can just talk about Falcons, because that's what most of you guys know me for. You guys know me for being the guy that talks about the Falcons, but I'm like, that's a good percentage of what I know, but that's not everything that I know. And so I'm trying to show you guys that I can talk about, and I've watched a bunch of other stuff. So let's get into that. Let's get into making sure that there's that intrigue of, hey, what's the next thing I'm going to be talking about? What's the next show or song, EP, album? What other interests do I have? Because at the end of the day, you realize that, you know, this is a channel that has my name as it. Like, it's not a persona, it's not a profile, it's not, you know, some sort of gamer tag or whatever. It's my name, right? And so you're subscribing to me, you're watching me, and right now it's just me wanting to do something that I consider fun. So if you want to kind of be some sort of an early influence of what I am about to do in the future, now's your chance to do that. Because other than that, I can just keep going on and expand about basically anything else I want to. You know, like I said, you're subscribing to me, and I appreciate that, but there's more to me than just what you know so far. And I want to make sure that it's all in good fun that we're here trying to build the community. And you know, as of right now, I don't have enough of a sample size in order to really kind of dictate what makes you here. So is it for the retro gaming? Because I have the ability to do some retro gaming. I can show you guys some All Pro Football 2K8 footage. I can show you some ESPN NFL 2K5 footage. I can show you all this other stuff. But until I get some sort of feedback, I really don't know what's the next thing to start off with. So this is why the video is actually titled, hey, you have the controller. But hey, where do we go from here? All right, and there's another aspect of this as well, because if you have the controller for just, first of all, ending this playthrough of NFL Street 2, because I'm running out of challenges, or not running out of challenges, but I'm running out of, I don't know how to consider this, but you'll see what I'm talking about when I get there, and I'm actually gonna have my my laptop audio take care of that. But yeah, because that was like a good chunk of the video that I didn't want to have to re-voiceover for that. This was originally like a 45 to 50 minute kind of recording session that I had, and I had to condense a bunch of it down to like the 24 minutes or something that this is going to be. So yeah, a lot went into the editing process of this for me. But yeah, speaking of which, I have a new outro that, you know, me and a fellow volunteer, and I don't know if he's a subscriber yet, but he was willing to help me out in making sure that we had the outro set up, and I have something in place for the intro as of right now. The intro that you see right now might not be the intro that you'll see in the next video. I don't know how fast I can get that pumped out, but I'm really curious to see what you guys think of my outro, because that was a group effort, which is the only thing that I can say about this entire process. For me, it was a group effort. You know, all the thumbnails are me, all the intros were me, all the outros were me, everything in between, the editing, the recordings, and the gameplay, that was all me. So this is the only thing so far that has been a group effort. That, and of course, like I said, like, hey, if I want to put you guys in the game, which I'm really looking forward to see who steps up and who's actually going to be like a phenomenal athlete for our playthroughs of our next game. So yeah, all that kind of stuff is in the works for me already. If you have any other game recommendations, like I said, I don't even have to have the game right now. I do have to have the console, so let's talk about that. If you want any sort of game on the Nintendo Switch, that might be good, because that'll give me a Nintendo to play that thing. Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, those are what I have at the moment. Don't have a PS4, don't have a PS5, don't have a PS3. Don't have the newest Xbox, the newest gen stuff. Maybe I can get a GameCube or something like that, but other than that, there's a bunch of things that I would have wanted to have available for me. And so, that's all, like, again, it's all that'll be dependent on where we all collectively take this. So, pretty soon, I'm gonna send you back over to, like I said, my laptop audio. I tried to salvage that as best as I could, because I don't know why, but my voice recording setup, it wasn't recognizing my microphone when I plugged it in. So yeah, for the entire time I just messed it up, but it's fine, because if there's going to be a video where, yeah, it's okay for me to mess it up here, it would have been this one, because like I said, there's a lot of tedious stuff that I was doing. So that's kind of it for the most part. As far as any background music or something, yeah, a lot of it's going to sound familiar if you're heading over from Mad Mike Sports, because this is like the free the background music kind of audio library that YouTube provides. So that's where we get that from, and that's where you'll have a tendency to see this in other videos as well from other channels. It's all the same kind of spot where we're getting all that kind of stuff from. But yeah, I guess I should also bring up that I have a laptop. So yeah, a PC gaming might be in the works for me as well. There's a couple games that I definitely want to show you guys on here. So I was like, kind of develop some sort of a Steam account and get that set up underway. But I'm not really sure how to do the recording function on here on the laptop. I have a recording set up for all of my consoles, but that one I'm not so sure how it's going to work. I might be overthinking it, like I am overthinking a bunch of other things, but as of right now, it's a bit of a lost art for me. I think I can get it set up right, though. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see where that takes us. But yeah, so the Cardinals, they were definitely a difficult team for me to overcome. Like I said, I'm not really watching the video because I didn't want to be too distracted as I was going through the voiceover. But yeah, they were also pesky. Not as pesky as the other challenge, but oh boy. If you're waiting for my arrival on Mad Mike Sports channel, like my shows, if you will, that's going to be at the very earliest, like late August, because I'm just trying to allow time to breathe for all the stories and whatnot. But yeah, that's about it. And now I will send it back over to my previous self, because I think I gave myself enough time to work with. So yeah, But hey, really think about what I was talking about this entire time, and that'll help me out a lot. So appreciate it. And now let's get on to the rest of the video.
Alright, so now we have options. You know what, I was actually looking at these challenges and looking at the difficulty, because there's weak, got, legendary, and there's mad. I don't really know how they judge that, but this is like the only one that actually has all three legendary ones. So whatever is the most, let's see. I think, because they better not have any extra like legendary ones hidden in the 2-day challenges. Alright, that really wouldn't make any sense, but they do have a couple of dots, and they do have a couple of mads. I don't know which is like of the higher ranking. This one's no skills, but still a 2-day challenge. What? Okay, weak is one thing, but no? Alright, I didn't recognize that. That's a little bit insulting. So there's, okay, so here, like, there's got, and then there's mad. Then there's mad, then legendary, then there's got, then mad. So I think mad is, okay, what the heck? The got, and then there's the 4-day modifier, which is weak. Oh my god. Makes 5 sound catches while dropping no more than 3 passes, and that's weak? I feel like that's misplaced. I don't see how that's weak. So I'm trying to see all this because we have 55 days left, and I do want to keep some of those other ones like the wall to wall. I don't know why I'm trying to keep them around in my head, but I just want them available just in case. So I don't want to do these, but I can probably do some of these other gear modifiers and whatnot. I'm not going to put them on, but because most of them just look trash. But try to get some of these more difficult ones here. So this is a got. More got. Okay, but this one offers speed, plus 3 speed as well, and the modifier on top of that, which I didn't even know. Alright. Okay, there's complete 6 pitches and score on this drive. That is incredibly easy. Run and pass at least 9 times each and commit no turnovers in a game of 24. Also kind of easy. But then for the modifiers, if I wanted to keep increasing the speed that I would get, earn 3 level 1 game breakers in 8 minutes or less, and also intercept the ball 3 times in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Jeez, on a good day I can do that in 3. Alley, I don't want to do anything in the alley. Sorry, but the alley, it's done. It's dead to me in my bed. Sports class, that's just interesting, just fun to play in. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Try to get more comments involved. Alright, so yeah, hopefully I'm going to talk about it. I can give you guys these options. I can either do some of these other two-day challenges, I can do some of these other modifier ones, and we can talk about which, I don't know if we can talk about it, but we can go over which ones I should complete. I guess if I want to do a challenge, I can start doing a couple of these ones in here. But then again, like, there's also this one that has absolutely no skills. So, maybe this area isn't as hard as I thought. It was just this one. Okay, perform 3 stiff arms on the same play. That just screams the same energy, and it's +1 O moves as your reward. Gross. Perform 3 stiff arms while on a game breaker. Also gross. Perform 5 jukes or spins inside of 3 minutes. And then score 3 touchdowns in 5 minutes. That doesn't seem so bad. But getting there. Getting there is the tricky part. So, yeah. We can look at this. Let's see. When you get into 21, only passive plays. And while allowing your quarterback to get sacked no more than once. Get 3 touchdowns inside of 6.5 minutes. Wow. Get 3 touchdowns inside of 5 minutes. That was just the other challenge. Tracks. These are all the hotspots and whatnot. Hotspots. Podcast hurl in 2 plays. Okay. They allow no sacks in the game 21. They probably restrict you from running the ball, like actually calling on plays. Wall juke over your opponent 2 times during the play. That can be tricky. And then wall hurdle 2 times during the play. Those aren't really 2 guarantees ones, but then what does that unlock? Wall juke over your opponent 3 times during the play. Ooh, that's just a step up, and then score touchdowns on each of the next 4 drives. I wonder how they count the drives. But, yep, those are the challenges right now. I'm going to talk about them later. But yeah, comments, please give them to me. I'm really curious to see like what you think of the series so far. 4 episodes in, and there's different branching paths in order to get to the final product at the end. So this is by no means complete, just because we got all the hard, or what they would consider the hard challenges out of the way. But rather, this is kind of where I get to have you guys involved in where we go from here, in multiple routes. So, and also there's the Own the City, and maybe NFL Gauntlet. I don't know what the rewards are for that one. I never really did it. But then maybe some street events, but I think single player string events, I don't know. That doesn't seem as fun from the outside looking in. But the picnic game, I could probably show you guys like who I would normally pick up on like an all, like everyone, like my strategy involved that, and then like the random 40. I think this one has the random, 40 random, 14 random. Ooh. So yeah, that's an option. Online is definitely not an option anymore. But yeah, there's still more game, and that's the fun part about this game. So let me know what you think. Again, like give it to the live chat or the comments afterwards. I genuinely really want your feedback from this, because I don't want to be always steering the wheel here. So, alright, thanks you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.